think Barnaby was probably about 8 months old when he developed early stages of eczema. Well, I've got sensitive skin and have had various skin problems. I had eczema as a child, but then I think I grew out of it. My husband has sensitive skin, but also so does my father. I wasn't surprised, but I think because I hadn't had eczema for so long, it hadn't really occurred to me that my child would have it so young. Well, luckily I think his wasn't too bad to start with, and I think I kind of caught it early. You know, your classic baby butterballs that you buy from the supermarket. I think they said they were child friendly, you know, useful, good for sensitive skin, all of this stuff, but obviously not. Yes, then again another off the shelf from the, you know, supermarket, a baby moisturiser. So yeah, bath stuff, cream from America, this like gel cream from America, and baby moisturiser.
Okay.
No, I didn't actually. It wasn't really doing anything. But it was, well no, it was making, let's say it was making the rash smooth, but it was never going. So the skin felt smoother, but it was still there. And that's when I thought this was a bit weird. My mum met Dr. Harley, and my mum said, oh, I'm sure her son will have eczema. And so, lo and behold, along came a rash, so I contacted Dr. Harley. If I'm being totally honest, I don't think I did check your credentials. I think I just took my mother's word for it. I think it was a time when you just know your mum knows best. I didn't really shop around. I spoke to my mum, who'd had the initial conversation, or had the initial meeting with Dr. Harley, and in order to help, I sent photos of Barnaby's rash, and I explained the products I was using. Absolutely confident, and I think it was always very reassuring to know that, you know, like Dr. Harley was at the end of an email. I'm not sure I did use much of the technical stuff. There's a very simple bit in the book about, you know, what you're doing to your skin by putting on these things. And I think I just thought, do you know what, why has no one else thought of this? Why have we all, you know, why are we spending a fortune on all these creams and all these things when it's clearly not doing anything? And I just thought, you know, sometimes we get a bit wound up in the world today that there's always something that you just put on rather than actually waiting for it to kind of come from underneath. I think, although I say it took a couple of months, I mean, I think initially you actually can see improvements quite quickly. Obviously I slightly panicked because it looked like it was getting worse, so I do remember contacting Dr. Harley being like, I think I'm making this worse, but he assured me that it can get worse before it gets better. And then fairly soon afterwards I saw quite a significant improvement, and you know, you just see less of a red, horrible raw rash, and you soon start to see that baby soft skin coming back. You just feel a lot happier, you feel like you've kind of achieved, and you just think, oh, you know, my son is no longer in pain or discomfort. Yes, it does. Makes you feel better, just makes you feel less guilty, even though one can't really feel guilty about these things when, you know, it can just be life. But, you know, I think it makes you feel like you're helping your child. We never go anywhere without the foamamolium. And he knows that it's fine. Occasionally in the winter he gets dry skin on his face, but that's okay because we put foamamolium on to make him look like Father Christmas, apparently. Anything on his skin, I basically try foam emollient first, and if it doesn't look like that's going to work, then, well, to date it has worked, so I'm not quite sure what my next stage would be. Probably a phone call to Dr. Harley. And all I've said to people is it's a time thing, you've got to be patient. So it's not a quick fix, it's not an overnight cream that's going to make it disappear, but, you know, if you keep going, you know, look at Barnaby, no sign of eczema, still got baby soft skin, age 3. Having suffered with skin things all my life, I know that it's horrible having skin things. But anyone who's suffered with anything on their skin likes to know that there is a way out the other side. Talk to Dr. Harley, because he will definitely be able to solve the eczema problems. Well, anyone who tells me that they've got any skin rashes or like eczema, then, you know, I say definitely try Dr. Harley. Don't go near the doctors with, you know, steroid creams and all that.